What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video, and today in this video this is gonna be a laptop kind of video, just like I made a PC related video. And today in this video I'm gonna be showing you laptops from about 90,000 rupees down below 30,000, you can say. So yeah, it will be about like in every budget. This will be of course a video where you can find best budget laptop for your usage, and this is going to be covering the thin and light laptops. So these laptops will be a lot more like day-to-day usage kind of friendly, and you can just pack it up on a backpack. Less than 1.6 or 1.8 kgs every laptop will be. First things first, let me talk about this Windows laptop. Of course, this is the Asus ZenBook 14 Flip OLED, and this one has the i5-12500H. So the performance will be solid because it is a 8 series processor. It also has touchscreen and stuff, and I think you will also get the pen and stuff. It shows in Amazon, weighing for about 1.4 kgs, and it of course comes with a OLED display. So this is gonna be one of the best displays that you have ever looked at, in my opinion. If you are getting this kind of category priced laptop like for about 90,000, you cannot go wrong with this one. And the weight is again lesser, like 1.4 kgs, 16 GB of RAM, 512 GB SSD. With everything, this is gonna be a complete package. If you really need touchscreen, this is really great. Let's move to the next one. If you do not really need touchscreen, but on this one, surprisingly, we do not get the 8 series processor. This is the ZenBook 14 OLED. So the build quality will be awesome, of course. And on that one too, the previous one I showed, the build quality will be awesome on that one too. But here also the build quality will be great, and it also has the OLED display, and of course 90 Hz OLED display on both of these. So the experience overall with the displays will be awesome. You can check out the reviews. I'll list the links for everything in the description, do not worry. And of course they are affiliate links. If you buy with that link, it will of course help my channel a little bit. So yeah, do use that link if you are thinking about purchasing a laptop right now. And here, let me talk about it a little bit more, because this is again a 1.4 kg, below 1.4 kg laptop, and it has the 2.8K display and 16:10. So it will give you a lot more portrait kind of like resolution over here, I would say. And everywhere you will see good enough performance because of the 16 GB RAM, and it has the 512 GB SSD if you are on this 90,000 price category. But yeah, this one has the 1240p, which is not my favorite because it is the P series, but do not underestimate the performance, I would say, because this is again a 12th gen CPU. So the performance over here will be great, of course greater than any kind of AMD Ryzen 5 Zen 3 or stuff like that. The performance will be better on this one. Now sliding down the price a little bit, everyone's favorite, this is the MacBook Air M1. If you're familiar with macOS, it has the M1. The performance and stuff, the battery life, you cannot really beat on this. 18 to 20 hours of battery life that you can get, I guess, with like normal tasks. So for this 85K budget, I'll definitely recommend it because it is lighter and it has the 400 nits brightness and stuff. Really like amazing to carry around, but it also has the 256 GB SSD, which is not that much. But if you think about that, the latest M2 has that 256 GB SSD, is a lot more slower than this one. So this one I'll definitely recommend. If you are someone who is familiar with macOS, you can definitely go with this 2020 MacBook Air M1. And for 85,000 with some card discounts and stuff, no Windows laptop come close to this kind of battery life. Now from that budget, dropping down a little bit because we are switching to the 70,000 price category around, and with the UPI discount right now we can get of course for about 70,000. This is listed as 70,990. So yeah, about 1,000 rupees discount here it shows right now if you buy it. But here, let me talk about it. This one has the 12500H, so the performance will be amazing with this one too. And if you really need a high-end kind of CPU, which is gonna be performing a lot more in like Premiere and stuff, this is gonna be really helpful. And with this also, you are getting the OLED display, and it is also a 90 Hz OLED display. It is also a 16:10, I guess. This one weighs about 1.5 kgs and it has a 90 watt fast charger and stuff. So again, a really good deal if you are considering like this kind of price segment. Definitely look for this if you really need a light laptop with a really great screen to look at. This is one of the best things that you can get for Photoshop, video editing and stuff. This is gonna be one of the best things that you can get because of that amazing display. So for like on the way productivity, this is the one that I will recommend personally. Now this is one of the lightest laptop that you can get, around 70,000 rupees, because this one is the Acer Suite 3 and it is known for its lightweight. This weighs about 1.2 kgs. I know 69,900 is a little bit more to look at for i5-1240p in my opinion, but yeah, this one is the lightest laptop that you can get with a 16 GB of RAM. It also has the fingerprint scanner and stuff, everything is there, do not worry. But yeah, this is a 14-inch laptop and it is a 16 by 9, not a 16 by 10 or something like that. So you have to keep that in mind before buying. It also does not have an OLED display or something if you are looking for that. So if you need that, go for Asus, the ones I have already showed. But if you have the budget for this and if you really need a lighter laptop like in this price segment, definitely I'll suggest the Asus Strix 3. But there is also 8GB RAM variant for this, which is for about 65,000. So you can save 5,000 bucks over there if you really don't need 16GB of RAM. But yeah, this is the lightest laptop in this price segment, I would say. And in the same price category, if you really need much more performance than that Asus Strix 3 that I just showed you, the Xiaomi Notebook Pro 120G is gonna be one of the best deals. There is also a GPU included variant, and without the GPU, this will cost you about 65,000. With GPU, it is showing as 77,000. That's about 12,000 rupees more. So yeah, if you don't really need the GPU, you just need a high-end kind of performing CPU, this is gonna be a really awesome deal because this has the 12450H, just slightly below the 12500H performance you can guess. And this one has the 120Hz display, fastest refresh rate on the lists, because on the Asus ones, the ZenBook and stuff, you were getting 90Hz, but here you are getting the 120Hz experience, but it does not have the OLED display, don't expect that. But you are gonna get one of the best build quality laptops in this price segment because it has the CNC kind of aluminum cut and stuff. With all those things, this is gonna be one of the best laptops in my opinion. About for 65,000 rupees, you cannot go wrong. This has the 16GB of RAM, 2.5K display with 120Hz. Everything is perfectly fine with the Xiaomi Notebook Pro 120G. Of course, if you can trust the brand. Another one, if your budget is slightly tight, like about 57,000, and if you don't want to spend more than that for a i5 12th Gen, this is the one I will recommend because this is the Infinix ZeroBook with the i5 12th Gen. So pretty much a latest kind of CPU you are getting over here, but the weight is slightly more. This has the 1.8 kg of weight and it is a 15.6-inch laptop, not a 14-inch. So yeah, it will be a little bit on the heavier side, but you are getting the 16GB of RAM, 512GB SSD. The display is good enough. It is a glossy display again. You have to keep that in mind, just like a MacBook or something. So yeah, this has the glossy display, but it is weighing for about 1.8 kg, so slightly heavier, but it does offer the i5 12th Gen, and yeah, this is a 12500H, so the performance will be awesome over here. So you can definitely get this if your budget is below 60,000. If you want to still get i5 12th Gen, this is the one you should go for because the build quality and stuff, everything will be awesome over here too. It also has this chamfered kind of edges and stuff, your metal build, that MacBook-ish look it has. So yeah, this is the one you can consider if your budget is below 60K, if you really want i5 12th Gen. Now jumping down the budget in this kind of price category, again for that 57,000, I would say the Xiaomi Notebook Pro 11320H, which is slightly newer one based on the 11th Gen, but the first one which was launched was with the 11300H, but this is the 11320H, so the performance will be slightly better on this. The pricing is pretty similar to this. As you can see, the normal 11300H costs 57,000 as well over here for some reason. But yeah, this is a 1.4 kg laptop, also has the Thunderbolt 4 ports and stuff, and we have this QHD Plus display, but it is not a high refresh rate display, guys. This is a 60Hz but 2.5K display over here, not OLED, but yeah, the display is good enough over here. You're getting 16GB of RAM, 512GB of SSD. So if you are looking for this kind of price category, again the Xiaomi Notebook Pro will be one of the best because again the build quality, it is just looking like a MacBook. Also has the Thunderbolt port, 1.4 kg weight, and all the other features like fingerprint scanner, Wi-Fi 6 and stuff. All these things are here. You don't need to worry about that. Now this is for someone if your budget is less, for about 50,000, but you want the latest CPUs. This is a i3, but yeah, this is a 13th Gen i3, so the performance will be much better if you're considering like 11th Gen, 12th Gen kind of things from MSI, and it has plenty amount of ports, I would say, considering the budget. It has the SD card slot and the USB slots and stuff. Normal DC in port, also has the USB PD charging and the headphone jack, one more USB A and HDMI port. All these ports are there, you do not need to worry. And yeah, pretty much I would say this is gonna be like, if you're someone who really wants the latest CPUs, this is gonna be for you with the i3, and it has the with the i3 13th Gen, and it is of course weighing for about 1.4 kgs, so a light laptop in my opinion. But yeah, the display may not be that great because it's 45% NTSC, I think. Now this is one of my favorites, I have to say, because this is the X2 Plus with the i5 11th gen. This has the 1155G7, so this is the latest kind of 11th gen CPU, just before the 12th gen launch. I think the 1155G7 for this kind of budget is awesome when you are getting 16 GB of RAM with 512 GB SSD, and the laptop's weight is about 1.6 kgs because it is a 15.6 inch laptop, not a 14 inch. And the build quality and stuff will be again just like a MacBook or something, you can say, but this is a 16:9 display, not 16:10. So if you conclude all the points, I would say this is going to be one of the most value for money laptops for this kind of price category, for about 42 to 40,000, and even without offers it stays about 45,000. So yeah, I would say this is one of the best value for money laptops with a 16 GB of RAM that you can get in this price bracket. And if you don't need 16 GB of RAM, you can just go with the 8 GB RAM. There you will almost save for about 2 to 3,000 rupees here. Right now it is costing about 40,000, and with the discounts of UPI you can get it for 39,000. So again, with the same CPU like the 1155G7, the performance will be good enough in my opinion for daily driving. And again, the display is going to be a lot better than any kind of Dell, HP, Lenovo, all these kind of laptops in this kind of price bracket. So that's why I can definitely recommend for the 40 to 45,000 price bracket, Infinix is the one you should go for. But if you really don't want to go into this Infinix route, you want to try something different, there is this new Asus Vivo Go which launched recently, and this is a 14-inch laptop, and the weight of this laptop is again 1.4 kgs, but it is coming with the latest Ryzen 3 7320U. So this is one of the recent Ryzens, but I don't think it's Zen 3. Not really sure about that. Let me just search for it a little bit. So yes, as I just said, this is based on the architecture Zen 2, not Zen 3. So you have to keep that in mind. That is fine, but the performance will be decent, just close to a i5 11th gen, I guess. So the latest generation of Ryzens that you are getting over here for 42,000, you cannot go wrong if you just want to go with a trusted brand, not those Infinix and stuff. But I can say Infinix laptops will be more value for money than this one. Next one is the Redmi Book Pro, and this is for someone who is looking for just performance. You don't want really great display, you don't want really great build quality or really great looks. This is the one you should go for because this weighs for about 1.8 kgs, pretty heavy, but yeah, it is a 15.6 inch, but it has the 8 series CPU under 40,000, i5 11300H. So the performance over here will be awesome. It launched back 2 to 3 years ago, I think, and with the 8 series CPU, the performance will be a much better experience if you just need to work on and you don't want lags and stuff, and you can bear with a bad display in 2023. Definitely for 38,000 or with the offers and stuff, if you can get it for even lower, this will be a good deal. And there aren't much laptops where you get the full size SD card slot, a LAN port and stuff these days, but this one does have all of those included. Next one is a lot more budget friendly, and this has the i3 11th gen. So again, the performance will be not too good, but yeah, it will be decent for daily driving tasks. If you're a student or something, this is gonna be a really helpful laptop for your work. This weighs for about 1.86 kgs because it is a 15.6 inch, the same build quality of the InBook X2 Plus and stuff. Display will be awesome for this price. For 34,000 or 33,000 rupees, this is the one you should go for because it also has this 512 GB SSD. In this price category, you won't get much laptops where you are getting 512 GB SSD, but you are getting that. Another one is the i3 11th gen, but same with the 256 GB SSD. That's why the pricing is a little bit lower. This one is available for about 32,000. So yes, with this price category, you cannot go wrong with these Infinix laptops. These are going to be one of the best build quality, one of the best displays laptop in this kind of price bracket. Now the last one, yes, it is not gonna perform well, but it is one of the most light laptops that you can find. Of course, that Acer Swift 3 that I have already shown you is weighing about 1.2 kgs, and even this one weighs for about 1.24 kgs. Do not underestimate Infinix, guys. This is the Infinix InBook X1 Neo, but this one has a Celeron kind of processor. Yes, N5100, one of the latest Celeron CPUs. The performance will be you can browse web, you can do MS Office kind of tasks, and normal tasks, basic photo editing and stuff. Do not expect video editing performance over here. This one has 4 GB of RAM, 128 GB SSD. So not much, but yeah, it's not bad at all for this kind of price category where you are getting a full-fledged laptop for about 22,000 rupees. These are all the laptops that I could show you guys from like 90,000 down below for about 20,000. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this video. If you want more of these, please subscribe to the channel, guys. Share this video with your friends if you like this kind of contents. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.